Hey y'all, this is John Trent from BountyHunterComics.com. I've got a brand new Star Wars theory for you today. The theory comes from Disney Star Wars is Dumb, and it's all about the Death Star and Rey. They speculate that Rey will use brand new Force powers in order to raise the Death Star wreckage up into space. The theory is primarily based off brand new Force Awakens concept art by Doug Chiang, which depicts a ruined Death Star rising out of the desert of Jakku. Chiang recently shared that and noted that it was from The Force Awakens, but we just kind of got a glimpse of it on his Instagram recently. However, the theory is also supported by a tweet from Slash Films' Peter Sciretta. Back in 2018, Sciretta indicated that the rise of Skywalker clues could be found in Force Awakens concept art. And then following the release of the teaser trailer at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago earlier this year, Sciretta confirmed he was talking about Death Star concept art from The Force Awakens, and he actually showed two images of what appears to be Death Star wreckage underwater. The theory does have some grounding from previous Star Wars films. The idea of Force users lifting seemingly unliftable objects was specifically addressed in The Empire Strikes Back. While Luke is training with Yoda on Dagobah, he's instructed to lift his crashed X-Wing fighter out of the swamp. However, he fails to do so, telling Yoda, "I can't, it's too big." Yoda would provide seminal instruction to the young Skywalker. He tells him, quote, "Size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size, do you? For my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you, here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere. Yes, even between land and ship," end quote. Yoda then lifts the X-Wing out of the swamp, to the amazement of Luke. As for Rey acquiring new Force powers, it's not unheard of. In fact, the trailer already shows her leaping over an oncoming TIE fighter, but it also appears she has some kind of control of low gravity as well. A new preview page from the upcoming Star Wars Elite Allegiance prequel comic shows Rey fighting a monster similar to what I can only describe as the dinosaur named the Ankylosaurus. And while she's fighting this monster, it appears she's using her staff to grant her what looks to be a limited degree of flight. Or at least that's what it appears. It's possible she could just be in like low G and floating, but I mean, it definitely looks like she's using the Force in these images. Now, the big problem I have with this theory is the fact that the Death Star was utterly destroyed in Return of the Jedi. It was blasted into smithereens. I mean, when you watch Return of the Jedi after Lando blows it up with the Millennium Falcon, I mean, the thing is basically dusted and it turns into like fireworks for the folks who are on Endor. So how in the universe is Rey going to find the Death Star wreckage? I mean, it beats me. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I mean, the teaser trailer does seem to show that massive parts of the Death Star survived. How that happened, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's possible the Emperor was already constructing a third Death Star, even though, I mean, the second one wasn't even fully completed. I mean, was he like basically, did he hire a bunch of people to like create a fleet of Death Stars? I mean, I'm curious, what do you guys think? Do you think there's any credence to this theory? Do you think Rey will actually lift the Death Star up from its apparent resting place and bring it back into space? I'm just really curious what you guys think about this. For all your breaking news, make sure you visit BountyHunterComics.com. I'm John Trent, and you've been watching Bounty Into Comics. See you next time.